Initiating CHARACTERPEDIA sequence.
The Jungle Hunter, aka the demon who makes trophies of men, was a Yautja from the Jungle Hunter clan that conducted a hunt in the Republic of Valverde during the insurgency there in 1987. The Jungle Hunter began hunting worthy human prey during the hottest summers in the jungles of Valverde. He became something of a local legend among the people, and his gruesome kills earned him the aforementioned title, the demon who makes trophies of men. In 1987, the Jungle Hunter returned to Valverde during a guerrilla war between the American-backed government and a communist insurgency. During this time, he wiped out a team of special forces led by Jim Hopper and most of Alan Dutch Schaefer's team. Impressed by Dutch Schaefer's strength and ingenuity, this predator decided to abort its weapon use and test his skills against Dutch in hand-to-hand combat. The Jungle Hunter's strong code of honor ultimately led to its demise, as he was mortally wounded by Dutch and had no choice but to activate his self-destruct mechanism.
Physical appearance.
The Jungle Hunter possessed the typical Yautja mandibles and dreadlock-like appendages. His skin coloration is similar to a desert locust species called Cystoxecra gargaria.
Weapons and equipment.
The Jungle Hunter was fairly lightly equipped by Yautja standards, carrying only a few stock weapons and basic equipment on its hunt. These included cloak, wrist blades, plasma caster, spear gun, biomask, vocal mimicry, wrist gauntlet, self-destruct device, medicom.
Initiating CHARACTERPEDIA sequence.
Predator 2. The City Hunter.
After the Jungle Hunter was destroyed, its ship automatically returned to Yautja Prime, taking with it recordings of the events in Valverde, relayed through the creature's biomask and stored aboard the vessel. The records were studied by the Yautja, leading to an increased respect for mankind's capabilities. The City Hunter, also known as Ghost, was compelled to travel to Earth and hunt man as a direct result of these recordings. He eventually traveled to Los Angeles with his hunting party and conducted a hunt in the city during the heatwave and gang war of 1997. He eventually came into conflict with both a government task force attempting to capture him and veteran LAPD Detective Lieutenant Mike Harrigan. The City Hunter developed an enormous respect for Harrigan, considering him as a great warrior, and decided to hunt the detective. Evidence of this can be witnessed when the City Hunter returns Danny's necklace to Harrigan in the cemetery. However, it could also have been to taunt or intimidate him. The City Hunter proved to be a highly durable individual, and this could be seen when he took several gunshot blasts to the abdomen, chest, and leg. This, however, only temporarily incapacitated him, and he rose to destroy Harrigan's shotgun before slicing Keys in two with his smart disc.
Physical appearance.
The City Hunter has a more urban look to the Jungle Hunter. His features include a steeper and shallower forehead with tribal ornamentations. This individual also has a circular horned brow ridge with small thorn-like protrusions and mandibles. In addition to this, he possessed a greater number of fangs, of which the lower set were further embellished with visible gums. The City Hunter's skin tone was also darker, including dark brown tones. The City Hunter's biomask was more angular and bronze in colour, while the Predator's armour featured more ridged patterns and was coloured to match the new mask. The Predator's weapons also attached to its armour when not in use. The smart disc was held on the right thigh, the net gun affixed to the right calf, and the spear gun was housed in the left wrist gauntlet.
Weapons and equipment.
The City Hunter was well armed, carrying a plethora of deadly weaponry and advanced technology. Evidence of this could be seen when Key's team were using advanced technology to mask their body heat from the Predator's sight. The City Hunter quickly adapted, using his alternative vision modes to highlight the rays of light coming from the team's ultraviolet torches. Notably, this predator relies less on its plasma caster, preferring close quarters weaponry against its prey. Some of its more notable weapons include alternate vision modes, combi stick, net gun, smart disc, satcom, energy flechette.
Initiating Characterpedia sequence.
The Los Angeles Hunting Party.
The Los Angeles Hunting Party, also known as the Lost Tribe, were a group of predators that arrived in Los Angeles in 1997, hiding their mothership beneath the city. The group was led by Greyback, however only the city hunter actually hunted the armed gang members in the city. It is believed that the visit to Los Angeles was a test or initiation for the city hunter, with the other members of the group acting as overseers. When the city hunter was honorably killed by Mike Harrigan, Greyback gave Harrigan a flintlock pistol as a reward as the hunting party left Earth aboard their mother ship.
Greyback.
Also known as Golden Angel, was an elder predator and leader of the Los Angeles Hunting Party. Greyback initially visited Earth in 1718, where he encountered pirate Captain Raphael Adolini and helped him in fending off his mutinous crew. Despite a fatal gunshot wound, Adolini presented the predator with his flintlock pistol as a reward for his assistance. Greyback subsequently buried the captain and gifted him with his Yautja sword. Greyback visited Earth with his hunting party in 1997. He observed the duel between the LAPD detective Mike Harrigan and the city hunter without interfering. When Harrigan slew the city hunter in hand-to-hand combat aboard the alien ship, Greyback and the rest of the hunting party surrounded him. Contrary to Harrigan's trepidation, they did not attack him, but carried away their fallen comrade's corpse. Before Greyback left, he gave to Harrigan Adolini's flintlock pistol as a trophy, signifying the respect he held for the man who had defeated one of his warriors in a fair fight. Greyback and the others immediately left Earth with their dead comrade aboard the mothership.
Physical appearance.
Greyback's suit is very similar to the Jungle Hunter's, with varying pieces of armour applied. Greyback is distinguishable by his broken tusk and older appearance. Amongst Greyback's trophies are an 18th century flintlock pistol, a sword, dog tags, and a patch from the United States 2nd Infantry Division, which is displayed on his left arm.
Weapons and equipment.
Some of Greyback's more notable equipment includes a plasma caster with the laser pointer built into the weapon itself, a cutlass, an extendable sword. Boar and his Lost Tribe clan confronted Harrigan aboard the mother ship after he defeated the city hunter in hand-to-hand combat. Boar seems to have a snout-like design on his biomask, which could be what inspired his name. He does not carry any visible weaponry, which includes the absence of most rudimentary weapons, such as wrist blades,
Weapons and equipment.
cloak, wrist computer, biomask.
Borg.
The predator's name Borg is derived from his cybernetic-looking armor. His green and yellow skin coloration is almost crocodilian in appearance.
Weapons and equipment.
Cloak, wrist gauntlet, sword.
Guardian.
Guardian's alternate name Gort is possibly a reference to the robot Gort from the 1951 science fiction film The Day the Earth Stood Still. Unlike most predators, Guardian's plasma caster is mounted on his right shoulder. His mask is very similar to Celtic's, who was in the clan that battled the xenomorphs in the Arctic.
Weapons and equipment.
Wrist blades, cloak, plasma caster, combi stick, smart disc, biomask, wrist gauntlet.
Hippie.
This predator was named as such because of his longer dreadlocks, most of which were kept in a ponytail.
Weapons and equipment.
Hippie was armed with a spear weapon, with the blades resembling those on a Yautja wrist blade. This predator, however, does not have a wrist gauntlet or the attaching blades. He is lightly equipped only with a cloak and spear.
Ram.
Ram has a light blue hue to his skin patterns.
Weapons and equipment.
Ram possesses the typical Yautja equipment, including cloak, plasma caster, wrist blades, wrist gauntlet, smart disc, biomask.
Scout.
Scout is identifiable by his serrated shoulder armor and biomask, which is the same design as the jungle hunters.
Weapons and equipment.
Biomask, cloak, plasma caster, wrist blades, wrist gauntlet, smart disc.
Snake, aka Shadow.
Snake was given his name due to the rattlesnake-like skin pattern on his head. Some of his more identifiable features include shorter dreadlock appendages and animal furs that cover his body armor.
Weapons and equipment.
Cloak, combi stick, smart disc.
Stalker.
Stalker, also called the stalker predator, baby boar, and brother boar, got his aliases due to his biomask, which is very similar to boar's.
Weapons and equipment.
Cloak, combi stick, smart disc.
Initiating Characterpedia sequence.
AVP, Skaar.
Also known as the Alien Hunter, was a youngblood Yautja who in 2004 travelled to Earth with his clan to begin his initiation hunt in an ancient predator pyramid. The purpose was to hunt xenomorph prey in order to become blooded. Of the 3 individuals taking part in the ritual hunt, Skaar was the only predator to kill a xenomorph and thereby gain his blooded status. He in fact killed several xenomorphs, including a queen, which he defeated with the help of Lex Woods. Despite his successes, Skaar was mortally wounded by the queen and died soon after the creature was slain. He was also impregnated by a facehugger and was host to the Predalien. Skaar was also capable of great ingenuity when he constructed weapons for Lex by mutilating a xenomorph corpse. Skaar produced a shield from its domed carapace and a spear from the tip of its tail that Lex could use to defend herself. Skaar seems to utilize a unique fighting system with intelligent attacks, using his senses to his advantage. He was, as most predators, an honourable warrior and abided by the Yautja honor code accordingly. This is ultimately shown when he spares the life of cancer-ridden Charles Bishop Wayland.
Physical appearance.
Skaar appears to be more muscular than most predators, with wider shoulders, a narrower waist and smaller head. In addition, he has drier skin, longer dreadlocks which accentuate his head movements, and triangulated teeth on the upper jaw.
Weapons and equipment.
Some of Skaar's more unique weapons include shuriken, ceremonial dagger, language translator.
Celtic.
One of the 3 predators who travel to Earth with Chopper and Skaar is Celtic. As the largest and most powerful of the 3 Yautja, Celtic was the natural leader. During his ritual hunt, Celtic killed at least 1 human and engaged the xenomorph known as Grid in combat. Celtic's overconfidence caused his demise, and as a result, he never became blooded. Despite being ruthless, Celtic was not a dishonourable hunter and still followed the Yautja code of honour. Celtic was armed with a variety of equipment during his rite of passage hunt in Antarctica.
Physical appearance.
A large and powerful individual, Celtic is distinguishable by his vicious temper and more elaborate biomask.
Weapons and equipment.
Celtic's right gauntlet was equipped with dual wrist blades, which could extend to 2 lengths and have the direction of the blades reversed. On his left gauntlet, he was equipped with a net gun. On his belt, Celtic carried a retracted shuriken. On the right side of his right leg, Celtic carried a ceremonial dagger in a sheath.
Chopper.
Chopper is the 3rd member of the predators who travel to Earth in order to hunt xenomorphs to become blooded. Chopper's trip to Earth was ill-fated as he became distracted by the humans and was subsequently killed by Grid.
Physical appearance.
Chopper has long scimitars on his wrists, which are the weapons that earned him his name. Other defining features include rusty brown coloured armour, a mask featuring a grille design on the cheek areas, and a pair of skulls mounted on the top of his backpack, implying previous hunting experience.
Weapons and equipment.
Some of Chopper's more personal equipment includes 2 scimitars, a shuriken, ceremonial dagger,
Ancient.
The Ancient is a Yautja encountered by Lex Woods in the Antarctic. This predator was in command of the mother ship and oversaw the initiation hunt undertaken by Celtic, Chopper and Skaar in the buried pyramid. After delivering the 3 young predators to the surface in their drop pods, the Ancient and the rest of his clan remained out of sight on board the mothership as they awaited the outcome of the hunt. Once Skaar and Lex destroyed the Xenomorph Queen, the Ancient and several of his clan collected Skaar's body and boarded the mothership. As an award for her achievements, the Ancient gifted Lex his combi stick, then left Earth aboard the mothership. When the clan left Earth, they were oblivious to the fact that Skaar's body contained a Predalien chestburster. Once the fully grown Predalien left the mothership and entered the scout vessel, it killed many Yautja.
Physical appearance.
Similarly to the rest of his clan, the Ancient wore a vast amount of armour with the addition of a red cloak, perhaps indicating his high rank within Yautja society. The Ancient Predator possessed blue-grey dreadlock-like appendages, as well as coarse hair-like protrusions around its brow and forehead.
Weapons and equipment.
Aside from the typical Yautja equipment, the Ancient's most notable weapon was his combi stick, which he gifted to Lex.
Initiating Characterpedia sequence.
AVPR. Wolf.
A Yautja veteran and relentless xenomorph hunter arrived on Earth to contain a xenomorph outbreak. An elite and extremely experienced hunter, Wolf was skilled enough to overpower 2 xenomorph warriors at once. Despite being physically outmatched, he duelled with a Predalien in hand-to-hand combat, tearing off its inner jaw and impaling its head. However, during the fray, Wolf was also fatally wounded by the Predalien's tail.
Physical appearance.
Wolf has a sleeker body type than the trio of predators in AVP and is distinguished by a missing mandible and an acid-scarred face. In addition to this, Wolf has a flatter face, proportionally bigger mouth and mandibles, as well as 2 single upper canines. The left side of his face sports a considerable acid burn, which also consumes his eye and upper left mandible. His mask is extremely similar to the City Hunter's in shape, but has an added grey stone-like colour scheme and texture, as well as thorns and marks on its forehead plate.
Weapons and equipment.
Wolf possesses a large arsenal of weapons, masks, and a throne overlooking a valley which appears to be a Yautja settlement. Wolf is a formidable warrior and fearsome hunter, and owns more unique weapons such as a whip. A list of his arsenal includes a custom-built plasma pistol, a bullwhip which he uses to wrap around enemies in order to slice parts off, shuriken, laser mines, a power punch glove housed in the left forearm allowing enhanced strength packed in a single punch, cleaner case, dissolving liquid, collecting syringe.
Initiating Characterpedia sequence.
The Gotham City Hunting Party. Big Red.
Big Red, also known as the Samurai Predator, was a Yautja encountered by Batman. He is the clan leader of the Gotham City Hunting Party and seems to have an affinity for the samurai culture, as evidenced by his ornamental belt and swords.
Physical appearance.
Big Red is identifiable by his unique red armor, which includes a red biomask with black ornaments and golden wrist blades. Unlike most predators, Red's wrist blades are on his left hand. This is possibly so he can wield his sword with his right while simultaneously using his wrist blades.
Weapons and equipment.
Big Red's most unique weapons are the 2 swords, possibly wakizashi and katana, that hang from his right hip, golden wrist blades, red armor and biomask.
Wasp.
A fearsome hunter whose skin tones resemble those of a wasp. This predator is a member of Big Red's Gotham City clan.
Weapons and equipment.
A more notable weapon in Wasp's arsenal includes a one-bladed glaive,
The Albino.
Albino was part of Big Red's clan, who arrived in Gotham City to battle the Xenomorphs and Batman. Albino has very light hair and skin, which have given him the name of Albino.
Weapons and equipment.
Biomask.
Initiating Characterpedia sequence.
Predators. The Berserker.
Also known as Mr. Black, or Super Predator, was a Yautja Super Predator and the clan leader of the Super Predator clan on the Game Reserve planet. In addition to his ongoing rivalry with the Jungle Hunter clan, Berserker and his predators also abducted humans and other dangerous game for the Super Predators to hunt. The Berserker Predator is an immensely ruthless hunter and does not follow the Yautja Code of Honor. The Berserker brutally kills whatever stands in its way, armed or not, healthy or otherwise.
Physical appearance.
This predator is distinguishable from the rest of his clan through the jawbone on his mask, his red eyes, and red and black dreadlock-like appendages.
Weapons and equipment.
Some of the weapons used by the Berserker include a Gatling-type plasma caster, which is capable of firing multiple shots, one elongated wrist blade, which is capable of being launched like a projectile from his wrist gauntlet, a new updated version of the cloak, a new type of biomask vision which detects the pulse of its prey.
The Falconer.
The smallest of the three super predators, the Falconer notably uses a mechanical falcon to track prey from above. In addition to his tracking skills, the Falconer may have been given his name because of his biomask, which resembles a real-life falcon to some extent. The Falconer seems to be the only predator in his clan to follow a code of honor, as he duels Hanzo in one-on-one combat without the use of his weaponry besides his wrist blade. As well as being incredibly agile and strong, the Falconer is also a skilled close-quarters fighter, using his wrist blade and gauntlet to great effect. This predator seems to favor the fear of his victims and enjoys toying with his prey.
Physical appearance.
He is the smallest of the super predators and has a falcon-designed biomask,
Weapons and equipment.
a single elongated wrist blade, a new cloak, a mechanical falcon to track his prey, a full metallic glove on his left hand for the falcon to land on, a bulkier biomask to house the extra Falconer mechanics, an ability to track footprints on the ground with an unknown signature.
The Tracker.
Also known as Flusher or Dog Handler, notably uses hellhounds to flush his prey out of hiding. This predator was raised in a culture that revolves around hunting and stalking prey, and as a result, he has bred and trained predator dogs in the art of flushing and tracking. The Tracker's hellhounds resemble a cross between a tiger and a wild boar. They are extremely vicious and durable quadrupedal animals capable of causing a variety of damage.
Physical appearance.
The Tracker can be distinguished from the others as he has two curved tusks protruding from his biomask. He is also the bulkiest predator within his clan of three.
Weapons and equipment.
Hellhounds to flush out prey, a singular wrist blade on his right arm, a super predator plasma caster, much smaller and sleeker, resembling a minigun in design. The firing mechanism also twirls and rotates before the bolt is fired, indicating that the blast is powering up. The longer the predator charges the blast, the more damage the bolt inflicts. New and updated vision, a whistle device used for calling his hellhounds.
The Crucified Predator.
The Crucified Predator is an honourable hunter and even kept his deal to help Royce off the alien planet if he should untie him. He was hunted by Falconer and Berserker, and despite trying to fight back, was captured by the super predators and strung up on a totem structure. The Crucified Predator is a very durable young-blood warrior, and despite being significantly weakened and fatigued by his capture, he still managed to withstand the heat of the plasma bolts that fired near him.
Physical appearance.
This predator bears a strong resemblance to the Jungle Hunter.
Weapons and equipment.
The Crucified Predator has far less gear than most hunters, most likely because the Berserker Predator stripped him of all of his equipment. He does, however, possess the typical equipment that every Yautja hunter should have, including wrist blades, a wrist gauntlet, a cloak, a plasma caster, and biomask, which was damaged.
Initiating Characterpedia sequence.
The Predator. The Fugitive Predator.
Enemy of the ultimate predator, the Fugitive arrived on Earth to deliver a weapon to mankind so that they could defend themselves against a Yautja invasion. It is also possible that his arrival was for self-preservation purposes and the need to relocate his ship in order to protect the cargo. Although he was captured by the Stargazer project, the Fugitive proved to be a skilled fighter and managed to defeat numerous well-trained soldiers when unarmed. In addition to this, the Fugitive was a valiant combatant, not hesitating in engaging the much larger and stronger upgraded Predator in battle. Despite this, he was greatly outmatched and was decapitated by the ultimate Predator in hand-to-hand combat.
Physical appearance.
The Fugitive Predator had a more typical Yautja appearance and was reminiscent of the Jungle Hunter. Despite having traces of human DNA in his genetic code, the appearance of Fugitive did not alter too much. However, his dreadlock appendages had more hair-like qualities than other Yautja. His mottled skin possessed a brown coloration and was almost python-like in appearance. Furthermore, the Fugitive wore very distinctive silver armor, which possessed a purple hue and golden streaks in various places. In addition to this, his wrist gauntlets were more vambrace-like in appearance, and his armor covered much of his body.
Weapons and equipment.
Plasma caster, wrist blade, body armor, biomask, shuriken, forearm gauntlet smart disc, mask-mounted plasma caster.
The Ultimate Predator.
The upgraded, aka evolved, assassin or ultimate predator pursued the Fugitive to Earth in order to destroy it and take possession of the Predator Killer suit.
Physical appearance.
This individual is a hybrid Yautja, engineered from the collective DNA of other dangerous species from across the universe. Its lethal high-tech evolution ensures that this predator is both larger and stronger than the typical Yautja. Its altered genetics allow it to tower a standard Yautja by 4 feet and outweigh it by 200 to 300 pounds. The ultimate predator possesses organic exoskeletal bulletproof skin. Aside from its difference in size, this predator is more muscular than most Yautja and possesses a dark green to black skin coloration with red stripe-like patterns across its body. Furthermore, the ultimate predator also has an organic cloak. Finally, the upgrade sight mimicked that of the thermal vision the predator masks provide. It is believed that its biology is the result of a collaborative effort of a group of research caste Yautja. It would seem that this faction is highly competent with their gene splicing abilities as they hope to become the ultimate predators. The upgrade is not the only one of its kind, and it is believed that he is merely one stage in a long progression of genetic advancements his particular faction plan to make over time.
Weapons and equipment.
This individual arrived on Earth with 2 predator dogs, but was lightly armed by Yautja standards. The ultimate predator's weaponry was housed within its wrist gauntlets. Some of these included wrist blades, plasma caster, other sharp projectile weaponry.
This file terminates here. End sequence.